We found out we're way better at drinking than everyone, essentially.
Wisconsin. Hello.
You got pizza coming?
Happy Homebrew Wednesday, kids! Cheers. It's my first beer back from San Diego, and it's Thursday. The tongue needed a couple days to just not be assaulted with hops and sour beers, because that's pretty much all we drank were IPAs and sours. I might have had a stout in there, a couple stouts in there somewhere, some coffee beer. We drank a lot of beer. You may have caught some of the videos that we put up. I don't know if you could tell by them or not, but there was an abundance of beer, and we sampled as many as we could. By no means were we in the worst shape of the bunch there, but we were feeling pretty bulletproof. That's probably an understatement. So anyway, figured I would just come on, do a little NHC recap. I'm probably going to empty out the phone a little bit. I've got some random videos on the phone that when I got home and downloaded them all, it was some fun watching. So some crazy stuff Aaron and I got to do. Places we went. I mean, we went all over the place. Just pro breweries that we went to in person. Stone, Belching Beaver, Barn Brewing, Poorhouse, Automatic Brewing Company, Green Flash, Cellar 3, Modern Times, Ballast Point Homebrew Mart, which is where Ballast Point started in the back of a homebrew shop, which was pretty cool. So we kind of walked around that homebrew shop a little bit, and then drank all kinds of different Ballast Point beers. They must have had 30 of their beers on tap there. Went to White Labs and went through the brewery at White Labs where they test all their yeast, and they'll give you flights of the same recipe fermented out with 4 different yeasts. It was pretty awesome. Went to the Big Ballast Point in Mira Mesa. That place is fucking bananas. Just the amount of sculpin and grapefruit sculpin that are going to come out of that place, it's ridiculous, and it's a good thing for us all. Council Brewing was a newer place. The brewmaster there, she's awesome, doing super good sour stuff, super good IPAs. We went to Mike Hess Brewing, which is he started as a nano, and now he's taken things over. Won some medals at I don't know if it was GABF or the World Beer Cup, but either way, awesome stuff. And that was just up through Wednesday. So that was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday that we managed to hit all those breweries. Mostly, and a lot of them, we just kind of got Ubered off, dropped off in a neighborhood, and just wandered around, and we stumbled into places. Belching Beaver, we had no idea it was there, and then all of a sudden we come across a block, and there's this giant beaver mural on the side of a building. It was crazy. So much fun. So, yeah, Belching Beaver. I know. I've heard some guys talking about Belching Beaver, and their beers are super solid. They had a coconut IPA that was really good. They had that peanut butter stout that was really good. It's kind of like they're just kind of cruising the homebrew forums and saying, homebrewers can do that, we can do it too, which was really cool. And then the conference started, and then we had a great time at the conference too. Saw a lot of really interesting seminars. One about experimental hops. It was given by Vinny Chilurzo and a couple of guys from the hop growing community on experimental hops and how they're kind of leaning more towards giving these experimental hops to homebrewers now instead of going through the breweries, because the homebrewers we can do crazier things with them. And Aaron and I came home with almost a pound of this new hop called, I don't remember the number, 389 maybe. But its working name is Ron Mexico. And it was really cool because Russian River made a straight Ron Mexico beer that was awesome. So Aaron and I are going to try and either pool up these hops or maybe split them into two batches and brew some stuff with them. We listened to the brewer from Modern Times and the coffee roaster from Modern Times in San Diego, along with Michael Tonsmeyer, who a lot of you guys know from the American Sour Beers book. Listen to them talk about coffee beers, which for me is super interesting. I'm drinking an espresso beer right now. Really cool to see the different approaches, different extract times, different kind of philosophies on it. And then we actually caught up with Michael Tonsmeyer later at one of the, I don't know if it was Club Night or Pro Night or where, but and just shot the shit with him about coffee and beer and kind of his philosophy and stuff and how he gets in with these breweries and stuff. It was really interesting stuff. He's a super nice guy, super interesting guy. Some of the craziest beers we had, I know Ryan Reshin is another Homebrew Wednesday guy, does a lot of beer reviews out of San Diego. We spent a lot of time in front of his club, the Société du Lambic, their booth or their tent or whatever at the club night, and man, they are just like, they're making unreal lambics and sours and stuff. I don't care if your battery's going dead, deal with it. We had a raspberry lambic that was stupid. We had a mango lambic that was stupid. He had a peachwood, I believe it was a peachwood aged lambic that was awesome. And I think that beer actually, it was that beer. He went on to win a silver at the Nationals, which is pretty awesome. Aaron had his beer, his bastardized hef in the final round, but no medals for him. We kind of expected that because he managed to screw the entire thing up when he brewed it for the final round. So we had some super good saisons from this guy that now lives in Vancouver, from Seattle. Basically, they got a one-room apartment. He's like, I got 30 carboys in my one-room apartment and with me and my girlfriend. She's pretty understanding. And he was carrying around we shared a barrel-aged saison with him, and holy shit, it was awesome. He's gonna be a name, I think, in that upper Northwest. I don't remember his name now. Makes me a terrible person, but I'll find it. I'll put it up here. Because he was a super nice guy and just really like passionate about saisons, which was super cool. I got to try all of the Alpine IPAs fresh. The Alpine Duet, Alpine Nelson, Alpine Hobby Birthday, all their big stuff that people really nerd out about. We got them fresh, and they didn't disappoint. We've drank beer from a brewery called Duckfoot on Pro Night that they've been open since the last Saturday, so they hadn't even been open a full week, and they were knocking stuff out of the park. They had a double IPA that was awesome. They had a pale ale that was awesome. And the nicest guys in the world, just like so stunned that all these, homebrewers just wanted to sit and be like, oh my god, you opened a brewery. Super cool stuff. So, and maybe I don't know if it's a highlight or a low light, and it's going to pop up in a video I'm gonna stitch in here, but I had a Spam mead. Like Spam. You pretty much knew it wasn't going to be great going in, and it wasn't, but if you see Spam mead on a list of stuff to try, how do you not try it? So I did, and it sort of tasted like greasy, salty mead in a goodish way. I drank the whole glass. I didn't spit it out. So that's something to just, that's the kind of the cool thing about these conferences. There's so much homebrew there, and there's people that really, if you're going to pour at NHC, you got to step your game up. You got to push your envelope. You got to, really make something different and crazy. So, yeah, it was pretty awesome. So I'm gonna try and stitch in some random videos. Probably the more sober videos didn't make it off of my phone. The late night, maybe a little more inebriated videos seem to make it on the internet like right away. So that was fun. I'm glad my wife doesn't watch these things because she would just shake her head with that disappointed look. Not the first time, not the last. Yandu. First beer, first 15-second beer review. Not Sam Adams. Summit Oatmeal Stout on Nitro. Lightly roasty, really good. Super dry finish. This is a freaking delicious beer.
They seem to be very
Stone Brewing Company, Liberty Station. Supremely Self-Conscious Black Session IPA. It's good hoppy. Mosaic, maybe Simcoe. Roasty, but not obnoxious. Tasty. Stone Kelly Belgian.
We'll do a 4 of Radiation 2.0 and a 4 of the Ghost.
Ghost? Yeah.
Did I ruin that? Or enhance that?
Enhanced. This beer, fucking delicious. It's hoppy, it's Belgian-y, it's awesome.
Good spicy finish.
Good spicy, yes, he thinks it's a good spicy finish. It's delicious. Stone Goes Gadget. Spectacularly tart. Finish is dry. Spectacular. It's good. There's a plan. Stone Pale Ale 2.0. Super solid. Super duper solid. Solid enough for 2 drinks?
Even I like. Hey everybody!
Yeah, keep going. No, you're good.
Alright, let me try this. Cut.
Yes.
Hey everybody! I'm on the internet and stuff. Happy home. We're in sunny San Diego, but it is a little bit of raining or whatever they call rain. And we're having a good time.
Falling death is what they call rain here.
It is a class 1 death storm of slightly down. Good time. You know, we're
Drinking a lot of beer.
yeah, totally. Only 22 beers yesterday. Today, I think we're down a little bit, but we think quality-wise. So we went to Cellar 3. I'm looking at the camera, though, which is Green Flash's sour program they're bringing online, and that was fucking awesome as shit. Awesome. I think they're going to be on some really good stuff, but some of them Flanders missed a little bit, I think, but like very close. Really good. Enjoyed myself there a lot.
Kisses, love you guys. Hello, children. Happy Thirsty Thursday. This is a midday NHC update. Sobering up a little bit from the morning. We did a brewing with coffee seminar and an experimental hop seminar with Vinny Chirlurzo from Russian River, and drank boatloads of Russian River beer. It's tough work I'm doing here, tough work we're doing, but you know, for you guys, we'll report back. No worries there. Stay tuned for the Ron Mexico IPA brew day. That's going to be fun. Yandu. What is this, the meat update? Are we meat updating right now?
This is a news flash.
Newsflash.
Yeah. Yandu cast.
Meat update.
I am drinking a cherry cinnamon mead, and it doesn't sound good, but it's really good. It's a little sweet, ton of cherry, and cinnamon. It's like a cherry pie. But really good.
Like Warren's
cherry pie.
I am drinking a spam mead. Yeah, spam like it, like yeah.
Crack it over the can.
Spam,
Yeah.
spam. Yeah, like Monty Python spam. Surprisingly enough, it's not that good.
No,
But it's cool. That's why we come to these things, because you try. Where else are you gonna try a spam mead ever?
It's greasy. It just tastes greasy.
It does a little, yeah, and
It's
sweet,
strange.
and oddly sweet.
It's uncomfortable.
Yes. Anyway, meat update done.
Yeah. The lambics here are amazing.
Sour beer, yeah.
This guy, Society de lo Lambic,
Yeah.
is
Ryan
awesome.
Russian, YouTube Homebrew Wednesday nerd. Oh my God, they are killing stuff.
Makes me feel bad about myself.
We feel about you.
I know.
Bad about you too?
That's fine. Whatever.
Words are fine.
We're halfway through.
Fine. Love you. Is that right?
He has been stalking you. There are a ton of
I don't know if that's saying words or not.
Can
yeah, you're saying words.
Crazy face? Two thumbs.
Crazy enough. It worked. Everything's
Okay, so that's my NHC wrap up. I'll probably think of other stuff that was cool, and I'll probably mention it, you know, as we go along or whatever. But I really can't stress enough how much all of you guys should go to this thing. I don't know if the Homebrew or Homecoming is going to be an annual thing, but honestly, I think NHC would be the place to do it. You know, do the Homebrew Wednesday, Homecoming on the Tuesday or Thursday of NHC, and then just nerd out with a bunch of other like-minded people, because it's ridiculous. The amount of good beer you get, the amount of inspiration you get, the amount of just new techniques, new ideas that you come up with, the amount of shitty beer you drink. Honestly, there's a lot of times you walk around the expos and stuff, and you're drinking homebrew, and you're like, man, I'm way better at this homebrewing thing than I thought I was. I think Aaron and I both feel like that this is the third year in a row we've went, and every year you kind of come back with a little bit of a bob in your step, because you're like, man, we're not far from, you know, we can make really, really solid beer, which is awesome. So cheers to us, homebrewers. Anyway, I'm wrapping it up. I'm on my way down to Menominee to meet up with Jake from Super Brewers, and I think maybe a couple other guys that brew around Menominee. And I'm going to try a couple of your hop experiment beers tonight, so hopefully I can get on video and rip some beers apart, because I'm not going to rip your beers apart. I'll probably love them. Anyway, Yondu kids. Happy Homebrew Wednesday.